Is there seriously Ridley Scott hate after this? Ridley Scott. There was actually somebody that said, name some of his good movies. Come on. It's like, yeah, he has countless. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Ridley Scott, man, he's just not giving a fuck right now. He was speaking with Vulture, talking about, of course, all the money in the world, and they mentioned about him directing a Star Wars film, and he mentions that, nope, he would never do it, or they would never call him because he's too dangerous, which, yes, he is too dangerous, even for his own fucking franchise that he created. Fox had him change a bunch of shit for Covenant. Come on. When he tried to go like a different direction with Prometheus, they were like, nope, you got to like get some more xenomorphs in there, motherfucker, and guess what? You got to name it Alien. You have to do it. You know, and then it doesn't look like he's even going to get another movie. So, and he said it many moments himself. He's like, the only way that the franchise will survive is if they get away from the xenomorph. But then it's like, well, then it's technically not aliens. But at the same time, I'm intrigued of what he wants to do with the franchise. So this man's even dangerous for the very franchise he created. So yes, of course they wouldn't want Star Wars. He said this also about Lucasfilm and everything. I think they like to be in control, and I like to be in control myself. When you get a guy who's done a low-budget movie and you suddenly give him $180 million, it makes no sense whatsoever. It's fucking stupid. You know what reshoots cost? That's pretty much what he's talking about. And he's basically making fun of the fact that, yeah, why are they hiring like these indie filmmakers to make these movies? Which, well, first of all, he's a little off the cuff because J.J. Abrams has plenty of experience with these kind of movies, so he's kind of off on there. Rian Johnson, yeah, I could see that. Rian Johnson was more of like an indie, you know, he didn't really have a huge movie. I mean, Looper, right here, it even says Looper only cost like $30 million. So I could see that with that. But I mean, when it comes to J.J. Abrams, though, he's a little bit off right there. But I see his point. And I think when it comes to Disney and Lucasfilm, I mean, I think even with Marvel Studios, I think in order for them to have pretty much control and they're not going to get any fuss, they're going to get filmmakers that are just happy to be there. Like, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Kathy. I will do. Oh, did I call you Kathy? I didn't mean to call you Kathy. Miss Kennedy. I could see that. But JJ, not so much. I can make you dull. Yeah, what else did you say? It can make you dull as dishwater, but if you're really experienced and you know what you're doing, it's fucking essential. Grow into it little by little. Start low budget, get a little bit bigger. Maybe after 20 million, you can go after 80 million, but don't suddenly get 160. So he's saying like you need to like just be, you know, you got to be just, you can't just be thrown into it, which, yeah, that could be pretty damn risky. I mean, I think that's kind of what happened with Warner Brothers when they were trying to get some people like Rick Fuqua, or if I'm saying his name right, for Flash. I mean, even with Seth Graham before, too. Maybe they were just like, okay. But those guys, I think, fought for their visions, you know? But, yeah, so I see his point, and I think, for the most part, Disney and Lucasfilm kind of like that. You know, you get somebody, you know, fresh, baby-faced, you know, director in there, and they're not going to have that much to fight back on. But that's not always going to happen. There's going to be some people that are going to push back, especially if you get some of these. But I actually like the fact that, you know, they are pulling in some indie directors as opposed to just like having like the same 5 goddamn directors direct all these damn movies. So I'm with them on certain things and I disagree with them on some other things. But I just like the fact that he's so goddamn candid, you know. That's just Ridley Scott right there, and I like that. Oh God, you shut up. God, you websites and your weird ads that play like 5 minutes after being on the page. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I disagree with him with some of it because, you know, J.J. Abrams does have experience with them. I mean, I guess you could say Gareth Edwards and Rian Johnson really didn't. So when it came to like, hey, we got to do some reshoots, there wasn't going to be too much push. And, you know, for fearing that these guys were not going to get this opportunity again. But I think for the most part, you know, I think Rogue One they kind of fucked with a little bit more than Last Jedi, But I do like the fact that he's candid, and he is very much in the right, that he is too dangerous for a Star Wars movie. I don't think they would even think about asking him, because he would just try to do something crazy, and they would probably not like it. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about everything that he said right here? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel, too. Follow me on the social media stuff floating above my head. And, of course, I got shirts and stickers. Go get them, guys. Talk to you later.